So here we have the Marconi SMR-3. I just finished recapping it. The caps under the chassis here are a mixture of original and reproduction parts. The originals have been restuffed, and the new parts have got the reproduction parts have got new parts inside as well. This is a paper cap, and rather than try and restuff this, which you can mill it out, I've actually put a replacement cap underneath it. You can't actually see it, no matter how close you look. I've done similar substitutions in a couple of places for resistors too, and a number of the resistors have been replaced with reproductions, both in the RF section down here and in the IF and audio stages. The audio transformer is non-original. It's has been substituted. It was fitted to the side of the chassis. I relocated it to where the original was. Still some rewiring to do. I just wanted to do an initial test after I finished the component substitution. Things like this. Somebody's really bodged the wiring in this at some point. The tubes are tested. They're not very good. They're kind of around 50-60% emission, which is not great, but they should work. So here we go. This set hasn't got its own power supply. It's normally used with, or was designed to be used with a battery inverter type power supply or vibrator type power supply back in 1940. But I'm going to use it with a Heathkit external power supply, and I've got it sort of jury rigged up to this cable, which was connected to a homebrew power supply which had this transformer in here, which tests okay. I'm going to rebuild the power supply into an old computer power supply case. The transformer fits in there, and hopefully I can get a power supply that'll work in that. But for the moment, I'm going to have it powered up with this Heathkit. I've got the heater circuit running already. I've got one pilot light on. You can just see the pilot light there. And I've got the HT voltage set at about 200 volts, and I'll switch that on now. It's wired to an external speaker. There's some white wires there, and it's working. It's set to broadcast band. That's the vernier. Oh.
A U.S. official confirms that there are orders by the end of the week to reduce American troops. Speed up the clock. This way. Everybody's just jumping on driving ourselves right out of distance, and we're in for a hell of a week.
Check the BFO.
$300 and pay no monthly fee up to 12 months when you open your
won't let you down. Blah! I'm trying to read the script here. Much of Vancouver Island, the script reads.
So it's working. It's drawing about 25 milliamps.
Well, snowfall work.
About 25 milliamps at 200 volts H2. This set's also been modified slightly. The output tube is a 6V6, and the original output transformer, which is an auto transformer, has been replaced with a regular output transformer, and the cathode resistor has been changed to better suit a 6V6. The rest of the circuit's fairly original. The I tube is missing. That's been removed, and somebody tried to put an S meter in there at some point, so I'll reverse that mod. I'll have to get an I tube adapter. I've reinserted this resistor and capacitor, which had been removed. That's those two guys under there, that resistor and that. So at least it's working, and so far there's no smoke. So there we go, Marconi SMR-3, initial testing after recap, and resistors being replaced, and a little bit of rewiring, but a lot more work needs to be done, including full cosmetic of the front panel and the cabinet.